Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on Harlingen. This is a new-ish mod map out by Ascardo TV, 227.52 megabytes to download. There are 14 required mods which download automatically. There are no custom crops. Contracts are available. The map looks like this. This is a very strange one. I'm not going to lie. I mean, when I say strange, only from a map tour perspective. So this is the map. On New Farmer, we start with the main farm, which is just down here. Not too expensive, 131,000. As you can see, we've got a load of stuff on there. Field prices are not too bad when you consider the size of the fields and that kind of stuff. Even the bigger fields, 556, 625, not into the millions. Not too bad at all. Two large forest areas here. Again, not too bad. 195, 335. Not horrendous money. The verges of the map can be purchased for 0. So all of that you can get for nothing. So as far as clearing trees, placeables, productions, whatever you want to do, plenty of scope. What's curious about this map is it's kind of in two, almost three separate pieces. In that, this whole section down here where the main town is, you've got all these roadways, road network where the town and the buildings and stuff are. And the road comes in here and it goes out here. Comes up around here. There's a road that runs up to the north, up round here, towards the top of the woodland, which is more of a track lane countryside than the main road. There's no road per se that joins from up here to here, or from here to here. There are lanes, well, say lanes, tracks that run through the woodland, and they crisscross the entire woodland. So there are tracks, but no main road. When you come down to this section here, the road comes out here. There's another road that comes in here, goes up here and goes off that side. There's a road that comes in here and goes along, but they don't actually join up, other than there's a couple of trackways and stuff, so you can get across the map, you can get around the map. But I just found it. I was looking for a route, thinking, okay, so when I get down to here, what road do I take? And there isn't one other than tracks, so you can get across there. It's not like it's completely blocked off and you've got to, fight your way through undergrowth or anything like that. It just felt very separate sections. I'm just putting it out there. We've got some plots of land to purchase as we go around. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to let's get the verges, the periphery, buy that for 0. That way we can see what we own already. So a few plots, and we've got some small plots like this, 94, 93. Actually, 93 I'm going to buy now and do that. I'm also going to buy 92, which is quite expensive, 631,000. We're going to buy that. We're going to buy plot 90. We're going to buy plot 89. And we do this and this, you'll see now a whole load more blue icons have come up for those areas. Biogas plant's an interesting one. The biogas plant land can be purchased, but it's separate to the biogas plant. So when we get there, you have to buy the biogas plant separately to the land. So whichever way around you want to go about that. My advice also would be on this map, you'll see here, that one plot 93, we've got a little sheep pen on it. This other one here was plot 96. That has a sheep pen too. We'll get to that later on. The rest of the little plots there are sheds and things on them. So plot 94 there, if you buy that, you've got access to a shed. Plot 97, that's a curious one. I'll show that later on. What else have we got? I'm sure there was another one that had a shed somewhere. Anyway, regardless, we start here overlooking the town. Our pickup is in the woods, and we're going to take a route round and have a look. Like I say, it's an interesting one. The slot count on all 3 game modes is 1,508. While we're walking back through the woodland to our pickup, my advice would be, whilst you can remove buildings at the farms, I wouldn't, because it does leave a lot of decorative objects behind which I couldn't remove. Some of them floating in the air, some the same as at the biogas plant as well. I would just say, again, the advice would be, if you really are desperate to, save your game, sell the bits or remove the bits you want to remove. If it doesn't work quite how you thought it would, you've got the ability to come back out and go back into your previous save, as long as you haven't got auto save switched on. So through the woodland, and like I say, the woodland is extensive. You don't want to do forestry, you don't have to. There's plenty of ground, there's plenty of farmland. I'm gonna be a bit cheeky here. I'm looking for a point just here. I'm going to cut across the corner of this field. This just brings us out to, there we go, we've got some vineyards on the map. I think it says there are 5 or 6 vineyards. I can't remember what it said now. 5 with grapes. So here's out some vineyards here which we can purchase, and this, when we get to this track here, will bring us down to the road. If we didn't cut out of the woodland, so we came sort of following, you can kind of see the tracks, there's a few little tracks. We came across through the woodland here because this track actually runs almost right the way around. There's a couple of points up here where there's a track that runs out to the main road, but without driving all the way up there to come all the way back down again, I thought it was quicker and easier to sort of, we'll jump out onto the main road just here. So we're going to head, it's going to be a weird route. I'll show you where we are. The asphalt, the roadways look very fresh, very new. Even on the areas where you've got patches, so it looks like the road's been repaired, it looks like, as you can see, very black. Very, very neat lines on the edges, almost like a brand new road. There are a couple of colour changes here and there. I'm going to take this turning down here in towards the town, towards our start farm. Now the start farm does have 2 productions on it already. If you come onto your farm manager and start from scratch, obviously you won't have those productions until you purchase the land. Once you purchase the land, you'll have them. And there are a load more as we go around. So, and the good thing with this as well being that because you can buy all of the land around, so all of these houses, everything, not that you can remove them, but the ability to add in sell points and do whatever you want, because all the land can be purchased, especially around the town and buildings and facilities, does give you that ability, if you wanted to, you know, however you want to go about it. So, wardrobe trigger, oh sorry, sleep trigger, wardrobe trigger is around the side here. We can't go up into this building. We do have equipment and machinery stored in here. Like I said, same slot count on all 3 game modes anyway. I don't think any of it's damaged, but it's all dirty. So normally it would give you a damage indicator. So it gives the impression that it has been used and utilised. We come around here. We've got the first of our productions we start with on New Farmer, which is our grape processing, just there. Oh, hang on. Like I say, all these extra ones are because I bought all those extra plots of land. On New Farmer, you only start with these 2 here. The grape processing unit and the small vegetable garden. But as you already saw, we purchased some land. We can turn on the shed lights in here as well. So we have got some grapevine stuff, because I think we do own one little plot of land up to the north which has got some vines on it. Small baler, sprayer, little Landini vine tractor, which is nice. Now, the silo itself, this is the curious one. I think this is a 2 million litre multi-fruit. I don't think, I know because I checked it with the trailer. But what we've also got up here is bale and pallet storage. But, did I switch it off? I don't think I did. Hang on, let's just double check something. No, my field info is on. Cool. So if we come up here and cross this gantry walkway, you'll see here it says open storage. Now what you'd normally have when you get to bale and pallet storage, bottom right, it would tell you the capacity. This is part of another building. I did have a look in the build mode. I'll talk about build mode in just a moment. I don't know what the capacity of it is. I would say 250. That would be a more standard thing, I would think. But yeah, so bale and pallet storage up here. The silo putting in is done this side. Taking out is done that side. If we hop back down the ladder, then we come around here. Cows, just here, 80 of. Little pasture around by the side, very nice indeed. And then we come back along the side of the building. As you can see, more equipment and machinery just here. Slurry point there for our cow pasture. And we have got a small vegetable garden just around the side here. So this is part of the, there you go, the 14 required mods. So not only we can do tomato, strawberries and lettuce, we've got lettuce, red and melon can be done here as well. Under build mode, over and above the required mods, we've only got a couple. We're going to production factories. There we go, the great processing unit, and that's the one that's here at the farm. It's just been tweaked to adjust for that. There's a few of these actually. I haven't come across certain bits, and I went around buying up as much of the land as I could. So it's curious that we've got a couple of mods here. Maybe they are built in. We'll see as we go around later on. So under production we've got that under factories, and then the only other thing I could find was under animals and sheep. Under Harlingen, just there, we've got sheep pasture for 35. Everything else, as far as decoration, landscaping, grass, textures, plants, trees, it's all standard stuff, other than the required mods. So, from here, we're going to travel through the town. Some of the productions I will buy because that's like they are modded ones, and whilst this isn't a mod review, it's nice to see what productions it is we've got. So the first being here, cheese dairy. And here we buy that for 70,000. Butter, cheese and chocolate plus yogurt with sugar. So a sweetened yogurt can be done here at the back. That can be opened. Pallets will spawn here. So that's our cheese dairy. So I'll block the road. Carrying on to the crossroads, and we'll come back along to that in just a moment. We're going to head out this way. Bit of a drive now. Out to the sugar mill. The sugar mill's right out this way. It's a standard sugar mill. And the plot next door to it is the one I said, if you buy the little plot you get a shed on it. Why are you stopping? Okay. That was a weird place to put your brakes on. So there's a little plot next door. If you buy that you get the shed. The shed can be removed if you don't want it, but you need to buy the land to get access to the shed. Sugar mill is just here. Like I said, fairly standard with regard to what goes in and what comes out. But what we are going to do is, to save ourselves a bit of a drive in a little while, we are going to stop in just a second, just here. I'm going to cut across on foot. I'll show you on the map. It'll make more sense in a moment. I thought it'd be quicker and easier to do it this way. We've got a sheep pen pasture here with 4 sheep in it. Just here. There you go. 4 out of a potential 15. So come back to our map. You come out of the woodland and down, followed the road, and then into here. Out there to the cheese dairy, to this junction, and came all the way down here. That's the plot there, 94, if you want the access to the shed. Sugar mill, so this is it here, plot 93. Now what you would, I say, usually do, all up here to this junction, come all the way out here, along here to this bit, follow this track along here, and this track all the way along there would bring you to 93, which is where that sheep pen is. And I just thought it'd be quicker and easier to whiz across there, and that will make life a little bit easier when we go around the rest. So there you go, sheep pen with 4 in out of a potential 15. Again, if you don't want it there, you can buy it. You can move your sheep elsewhere if you want to, and then sell it if you want. I've lost my thread. Where am I? Just up here. Sit back in the pickup. Now it does say in the description, I don't know if it's something obvious that I've missed. It says about apple orchards. We purchased those. I'll show those later on. It says 2 sharp willows. I went around buying up any plots that looked like there must have something on. I bought up loads of farmland plots. I don't know what that is or what it means. I couldn't find anything related to or regarding willows, unless that's on the PC version. I'm not sure. It was just a curiosity. We turn just here. We got our agricultural fair sell point just here, and one of the other little plots, which I thought was really cool, was just here. So have a look at the sign there. This little plot here. So this little plot is plot 97. If you buy plot 97, you've got the ability to put on your own stall. So if you've got the farm production pack by Giants, or any other pack with a sell point or something on there, there's a few by Omitana, all different modders and map makers and whatnot. You could add your own sell point or your own stall or whatever it is you want onto this little plot here, which kind of tacks it onto the side of the fair. I like that. It's a cool feature. Nice touch. Through the town we shall continue. turn just up here. We've got a sawmill. This is one of the modded sawmills, and this one, I like this one. This is the one that's got the climbing frames, the children's toy sort of thing on it as well. So sawmill just here. Come around the side and buy that for 40 grand, not too expensive. Wood planks and pallets. And then we've got wooden climbing frame tower, which is also very cool. It's just an extra thing to, to have in here, and that's without having platinum expansion or anything enabled, because the mod is designed to do that. From here, there's our vehicle shop with workshop trigger. That is also the reset point on the map. You access it as a little road. As we just get up here, there's a little turning on the left, which will take you around to that. So that's the vehicle shop and workshop. And then just here, we stop here, we've got the country bakery. This one we'll purchase for 50,000 as well, because this one has bread, melon tart, cake, apple tart, beurnion berrichon in here as well. So with the additional things around the map, with the greenhouses with melons and the apple orchards and stuff, we can do a few extra bits and bobs in the country bakery. What I am going to do is I'm going to cut across the gardens here. Again, I couldn't really work out a sensible route to get to it, which wouldn't take us miles out of our way, so I thought it's quicker and easier just to whiz across here. This is quite cool. I like this. I've seen this a few times in the UK on my travels, where you've got farmers who have had either solar panels or wind turbines put in, and they'll still graze their sheep and stuff around them because they're not causing any problem. It's the grass is still there. The sheep can still do their thing. So, where are we? So we just came up to do these here. There's the country bakery. So just there, plot 96, which is only 100. Well, I say only 175,000. Now I don't know. Actually, that's a very good point. We'll just double check something. This is for potentially 35. What I'm going to do? Let's go to demolish. No, that just sells the sheep pasture. I was going to say, the fact that was quite expensive for a sheep pasture, I wondered whether the solar panels... That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to try this, because I'm not sure... Ah. So I'm wondering then, the fact those solar panels were built into that, that's obviously the modded one. Let's go into... let's go out of there. Go back up to animal pens. Look under sheep. Did I not pay attention to that? Harlingen. It doesn't mention an income. I suddenly thought, well, that'd be seriously cool if you get an income from that on the solar panels. It's weird that, yeah, it doesn't mention solar panels, does it? Let's see if we can place another one. Yeah, it's got them on it, but doesn't mention an income. A curiosity. Maybe it's just there for the look of it. But anyway, that's there on that plot, which obviously, as you can see, can be sold if you want to. Let's head back to the pickup and we shall continue on. If I haven't lost myself, here we go. Should be alright. Apologies to anyone whose gardens I've just hopped the fence off and run through. Onwards. So, just on the right. So this is the track that would lead all the way out to that little sheep pen that's got the 4 sheep in it if you were going the correct way, doing it properly. But just here we have this facility. Open the door here. This is fruit and oil press. So once we've purchased that, raisins and grape juice, we've also got apple juice, and we've got sunflower oil, canola oil and olive oil. So fruits and oils can be processed here. Again, bring your apples here. So your apple juice if you want to, if you've gone for the orchards. And then another great processing unit technically with an oil mill, all thrown into one. Again, this is one of the ones part of this pack. So back door opens, pallet spawn here. All very nice indeed. So, continuing. Across the way, we've got the farmer's market sell point. We've also got some purchase points. Ah, that's where those piles are. That I was thinking. That's why I stopped when I was saying about it earlier. So I don't understand how I haven't found them, but I had found them without realising I had. So in here, we have got the farmer's market sell point, which is just there. Then what we have also got around it, we've got buy points. So we've got a water point just here. We've got a lime station just here. Across the way here, we have got a seed buy point, and we've got, what was it, liquid fertiliser. Around the other side we've got fertiliser and herbicide just here. So we've got purchase points for all sorts of stuff, and if we come to the map, it will become glaringly obvious when you look at the actual map. So yeah, all the little icons there: water tank, lime, liquid fertilizer. There is a seed one there. There you go, seed, fertilizer, herbicide, and then the sell point itself. Lovely job. So if you need any resources, there are plenty. Again, there's plenty of placeables, there's plenty of mods that do the same thing. So if you wanted to add one or put one somewhere close to your farm or whatever you want to do, or on your farm, you absolutely can. We're turning here. We've got the animal dealer, but to the right we've got the animal dealer sell point for bales. To our left we've got a buy and sell point. So this is Slurry trade. So Slurry trade point. We've got the animal dealer point just there with the manure purchase point just there. So you can buy manure if you require it for any productions, or if you just want to use it for spreading on your land. Now we come to the bit where I was saying I wasn't sure what route to go, but there is a little track. So we'll take the track. We'll head across to the next section. I guess there's nothing to stop you when you're on here buying up sections of land. If you wanted to make it a more permanent road, you could use various different textures and stuff. Here, this is where it stops, so again you could continue the track on if you wanted to. We're going to come out to here and then turn right when we hit the road. Track. We are going to come back along this in just a moment, but this is the biogas plant that I was talking about. So the land is separate to the biogas plant. Shed space, and again I did try off camera, whilst you can sell the clamps and you can sell the biogas plant, the shed wouldn't sell, and if you sell the clamps, it leaves these rolls of cover sitting in midair. So my advice would be don't, but there is plenty of space here. Again, if you buy the plot of land, no problem at all. The biogas plant itself is 875 grand and is fairly standard with regard to its production. Right, I was going to say something else then. I just completely blanked, absolutely completely blanked. Deary me. Right, so we sort of came down this track a little way. I'm going to go back up the track. So the next farm is just up here. This was one that was 630,000. As you can see just there, I've taken the wrong turning, but that's all right. Is it all right? 630 grand, but two silage clamps just there. We've come in the back way, that's all right. Up into the yard itself. So just here we have got our silo. That's 400,000 litre silo. What's that? Oh yeah, sleep and wardrobe triggers are just inside the house here. There's our sleep. Wardrobe is in the front porch area. Come out of there. We've got a pig pen just here for 60 pigs. Just there. We've got this. One of the required mods is the 60 buildings pack by Blacksheep modding, and then we've got a few different ones by BERNIESCS as well. Sorry, excuse me, BERNIESCS as well. If we come up the side of here, we've got the cow barn, which is just there. That does 250, was it? 250 cows here at the cow barn. We've got a slurry tank just here, which will fill up from the cows, but I think we can put in and take out here. So it's a sort of storage slurry tank. Fuel point just there, one of the ones where you fill up. I think that's, is that a 5? I think it's a 5, or is it a 10? Might it be a 5? 5,000 litres if you already want to refill it. Next door to that, we've got a workshop here at the farm as well. And again, I would say, again, save it. You can remove some of the buildings, but it does leave decorative objects behind. My advice would be don't, but if you do, save the game first. Racking for whatever you want to put on it, whether it be equipment and machinery and that kind of stuff. And then just outside here, we've got another small vegetable garden, ready for growing of melon or whatever it is you want to do here. Like so. Right. Next up, let's go. That silo is actually showing on the map as a grain warehouse, and I thought it was a sell point, but it's actually a silo. I'll show you on the map because it's a curious one. It's that thing whenever you're doing a map tour and you're checking stuff. So I came up this track here, cross here, and it ended sort of there. We came out, did the biogas plant. I bought the land, didn't I, off camera. We came up here. No, actually, I went up that one. I meant to go up this one, but we went up that one around the back, around the sides clamps. Yeah, so there. That's showing as a sell point, which is curious. Because when I went into here to sell points and went down, there's nothing saying grain warehouse. So when I checked it and in the build mode, it's just showing as a silo. So, like I say, just thought I'd mention it, point it out. Just along the road here, we have got to the grain mill. Standard grain mill with regard to 4 crops in and flour out, nothing over and above. No corn flowers or soybean flowers or anything like that. There you go. Just there, grain mill. And then we're looking for... So this road leads off the map here, but we take this turning if we're going to continue our tour. And we're going to go up to the next road, which comes in a little bit further up. So cross country. We'll get there in a moment. There we go. And turn down here. Right. We are now heading to plot 90. This is the first of 2 apple orchards. There are 15 apple trees, apple productions here. They only require water, not water and manure. It's a lovely spot, this. Really lovely. So, each one, there you go, just water and apples out. Nothing saying about manure or anything that needs to be put in here, but we do have 15 of them. Again, if I show you, if I show you on the map, so we came from here up there past the grain mill to this turning up here, we come along here and you can see them all. There you go. And then that there water tank. So what we'll do, we'll turn, because then we're going to go out the back of this again, just to make the route work as best as I could anyway. Not straightforward, this one. So this was what I found curious, because they all take water separately. This says water tank. We've got a tip in point here, but I'm not sure what for, because these are all independent. They run independently. If we open the gate here, we've got to take out here, and this is a bale and pallet storage maybe? So again, it's not showing. It's not showing on the map as a bale and pallet storage. Actually, I'll tell what I'll do. Ah, yes it is. So I'm looking at the building, and whilst on the map, I think that could be, that's saying, look, that says water tank. However, if I go into build mode now and go to silos, and then we get to, where was it? It's that one there, isn't it? Look, storage. It's that building. Yeah, it's that building there. So that's bale and pallet storage, 250. So I wonder why it's saying water on there. It's also not showing bottom right on the info screen. I thought it was curious. I was trying to work. Oh, there's the water just there. So this isn't actually showing up. There's your water point just around the side. So bale and pallet storage, 250. Conundrum solved. Right. We're going to take the gate. No, we're not. Well, did I dream that? Oh, it must have just been out the main gate. Where did I take a route out when I went out a gate at the back one? Doesn't it? There we go. This is where we need to go. Right. So, I'm just checking the map bottom left to make sure I go the right way. Next turning on the right, past this one, then it'll be the next, no, not a next turning, it just sweeps around I think. If I've got this right. If I haven't, We're fighting our way through the forest, but I think we'll be alright. Yeah, we go. It just turns. Colour palette's good. Lighting's good. Texturing's nice. I know people tend to see a map like this, they see all the forestry and go, oh, I don't like forestry. There's still plenty of farmland you can just farm. You haven't got to do any forestry at all. So we're coming through the trees and out to this top section here, which again feels like a separate part. That little plot there was plot, I want to say 88. Yes, plot 88. If you buy that plot, you get that little shed and you've got access to it. Again, if you want to remove it, you can. If not, keep it. I'm going to turn this way. So this cluster of fields up here to access if you wish. We are going to go... Yep, going the right way. We're going the right way. I could go straight across the fields, but I'm not that kind of guy. Well, I am sometimes, it depends. We need to go... follow this for a little bit. We need to find a right-hand turn in a little while. I think we do get one. Oh no, that's a little bit further along. We are in the right place. Right. So we're coming across the top of the map now to the second of the apple orchards. Again, we've had to come through the little track, through the trees. We're right at the top of the map now in the middle, pretty much. We've got another 6 apple trees just here. With a water point. There we go. So we can get our water and we can fill up our trees. Now we should have on the ground, there you go. So you can see where the pallets will spawn. So you put your water in, manage your production here. Like I said, there are 6 of these set up here, and your pallets will spawn for your apples if you want to use them. So where are we? From here we came out, followed this track up to the end there, followed that round up through here. There's that little plot 88 if you want to get the shed. We then followed this road, this track here, through the trees, which brought us out here. We're now here at this point here, plot 89, 74,730. From here, it's a bit of a weird one actually. I think we end up going through the, I don't know, where was it? You'll see in a moment. It will bring us out over here at some point. There are no other sell points or productions or anything like that. I bought both the forestry plots off camera just to double check. I hadn't missed anything. Let's say that thing in there where it says 2 sharp willows. If we look at the map now, there aren't many plots that aren't fields that I haven't purchased. I think all the rest of them are fields. If they're not, that's the one. That's the grapevines we start with on New Farmer on plot 10. So if we head back to the pickup, we shall be on our merry way, so to speak. The woodland becomes a bit of a maze. Like I say, there are tracks that run through it, because it is, I say woodland, it is a forest. It is a proper forest. I think I need to go left here. I've got to keep an eye on the tracks here that I don't miss one. So we follow this until we get one that comes off to the right, I think. And this is the one. This follows the sort of outskirts-ish of the forest. It goes all the way around. I'm sure that there it is. Is this it? Watch man drive through woods. Yes, and now we're going to be looking. This is the one that runs around the sort of edge of the forest, and then we're going to be looking for a right-hand track that will bring us out to the roadway. As you can see, the fields off to our right. A track, any track, just the smallest of tracks, please. Unless I might have already gone past it, actually. Oh dear. Oh no, here we are, look. We're good. We did it! And this is the road we came out on out of the trees right at the start. If we go that way, it takes us up to the top northwest of the map. This road will bring us all the way back down, eventually back to the farm. And that is the map. That is Harlingen. Apologies if I have missed anything. That's by Ascardo TV. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And thanks for watching.